In NCIS Season 22, fans are hopeful that Jessica Knight and Jimmy Palmer will reunite despite their breakup after Knight's move to Camp Pendleton. While the finale left their relationship in limbo, producer Steven Binder confirmed that the new season will explore their feelings through important conversations that were not completed in Season 21. Knight's continued involvement with NCIS ensures ongoing emotional tension and the possibility of rekindling their romance. Both characters will navigate their breakup while still holding on to lingering feelings, suggesting that their story is far from over. I'm now convinced Knight and Palmer will get back together in NCIS Season 22. Even with Jessica Knight moving to Camp Pendleton following the NCIS Season 21 finale, I am still convinced that Knight and Jimmy Palmer's breakup will not be permanent. The NCIS season finale revealed that Knight accepted her dream job at Camp Pendleton even though it would mean leaving her current team and boyfriend, Dr. Jimmy Palmer. Moreover, recent updates to NCIS Season 22 revealed that Knight and Palmer broke up following Knight's decision, but I am sure that they will get back together. NCIS Season 22 will air alongside several other NCIS spin-offs, including the franchise's newest show, NCIS Origins. NCIS will focus on exciting new plot developments in the upcoming season as well as the lives of Knight and Palmer post-breakup, but it will not be easy. Knight may have left Washington, but she is not leaving NCIS, which makes it almost inevitable that she and Palmer will get back together. Knight and Palmer are still working through their breakup in NCIS Season 22. Knight and Palmer's relationship isn't entirely over. The NCIS Season 21 finale left an unanswered question of whether Knight and Palmer would break up following Knight's move. Unfortunately, the NCIS producer, Steven Binder, has revealed an answer. In an interview with TV Insider, Binder revealed that Knight and Palmer did break up, but that Season 22 will give them a chance to have Part 2 of the conversation that did not happen in the finale. Binder also added that there's a Part 3 to that conversation. The news that Knight and Palmer will have a long-awaited discussion about their relationship gives me hope that they will reunite. Knight and Palmer's relationship meant too much to both characters to not have a conversation about Knight's big career change. It would be surprising and unfair if Knight did not have a conversation with Palmer after accepting the job with Reunite at Camp Pendleton. It will be clear in Season 22 that both characters are still dealing with the aftermath of their breakup, and the conversations they have in the upcoming season will either help give the characters closure or bring them back together. It will be especially interesting to see how the conversations between Knight and Palmer play out with their new statuses as single people. The dialogue will likely reveal just how much of their feelings for each other are still there. Knight and Palmer were together for years, so it will definitely take some time for both characters to move on, but with these conversations, maybe they will not have to move on. Maybe they will be able to reconcile. NCIS Season 22 isn't moving on from Jessica Knight. NCIS Season 21 wasn't the last time we saw Knight. After Knight accepted her job with Reunite in the NCIS Season 21 finale, there were worries that she would leave NCIS for good. I was especially worried because she was so excited about accepting the new job that I thought she would not want to come back to NCIS ever again, despite the strong relationships she formed there. Luckily, Katrina Law's Jessica Knight is confirmed to come back in NCIS Season 22. She formed such strong bonds with her team members that leaving so abruptly would be sure to cause damage to the characters she is leaving behind. Her departure will cause emotional tension for her past teammates, but it will not last forever because Knight will be returning to work with the team again in some capacity. Her return will also give her a chance to have much-needed conversations with her ex-boyfriend, Palmer, and her colleagues, Torres, Hines, Parker, and McGee. It will be especially nice to see her return, at least momentarily, to give everyone some well-needed closure. NCIS Season 22 will also show scenes of Knight at her new job. To what extent she will return to the team has not been announced yet, but a crossover of sorts would allow Knight to reconnect with her past teammates without compromising her dream job. Aside from the closure that all the characters need and deserve, it would not be fair to sacrifice Knight's job at Reunite to have everyone receive that closure. Her return makes everything a bit more complicated, but for the better. Why I think Knight and Palmer getting back together is inevitable. Knight and Palmer will still spend time together. NCIS is still using Knight and Palmer's romance for storylines and character arcs, even though the story is centered around their breakup this time. It also seems like both characters have yet to move on from each other. Season 22 will reveal that Palmer has started dating again, and it might reveal the same for Knight, but neither character seems fully over the breakup. With Knight returning to NCIS even after her move to California, it seems like it is very likely that the spark between her and Palmer will reignite. Knight's continued presence in the lives of both Jimmy and the rest of the team means it will be easy for leftover feelings to linger and easy for them to want to get back together. It is difficult enough to break up with a colleague, but it must be even harder to break up with a colleague who comes back after being away for a period. Knight's continued presence in the lives of both Jimmy and the rest of the team means it will be easy for leftover feelings to linger and easy for them to want to get back together. I think Knight and Palmer will get back together, or at the very least, have a conversation about getting back together.